Hi everyone, Margot Robbie here. Before Wuthering Heights hits theatres in 2026, I wanted to address some of what's been flying around online, and to help me out, well, I invited some unexpected friends.
Hey, what's up, folks? I'm Bugs, and I hopped by because there's been some pretty harsh chatter about Wuthering Heights. Thought we'd set the record straight.
That's right. I've been quacking out on X and YouTube. There's a whole lot of yakety yak about casting, tone, authenticity. So many feathers ruffled.
I even traded in my Acme anvil for a notebook full of tweets. People are upset.
Okay, here's the gist of what people are saying. Casting concerns, most notably Jacob Elordi's casting as Heathcliff. In the original novel by Emily Bronte, Heathcliff is described with dark skin, dark hair. Many readers interpret him as of ambiguous ethnic background, possibly Romany or Gypsy, or otherwise non-white. The new film casts Elordi, who's fair-skinned, and that has triggered arguments of whitewashing. Age and appearance discrepancies. Catherine Earnshaw is described in the book as very young, in her teens, with brown ringlets hair. Margot Robbie is older than that description, and photos show her with a different look, blonde, more mature. Some fans are bothered. Tone, styling. The trailer teaser has been called soft porn, bodice rippers, compared to Bridgerton or 50 Shades, with some saying it departs too far from the gothic, bleak, passionate intensity of Bronte's text. Historical inaccuracies or costume design. Fans of period detail are unhappy. They're pointing out costume or styling that feels anachronistic or too stylized, like dress, too showy, etc. Artistic liberties. Some feel that because so many details are changed, character look, tone, sensual content, age, casting, it might cease to feel like Wuthering Heights. That maybe it's less adaptation, more reimagining or inspired by.
All right, enough of the complaints. Here's why we think many of the criticisms miss the mark or deserve more nuance.
First off, adaptation not equal to photocopy. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights is over 175 years old. People adapt, interpret, reimagine. Directors do that all the time. Emerald Fennell is known for bold, provocative storytelling, Saltburn, etc. She's not trying to replicate every detail. She's making an interpretation.
Exactly. And casting is part of that artistic choice. Yes, Heathcliff's character has been described with dark features, and the theme of social exclusion, racism, class is central in many readings. But interpretation allows for different representations. Elordi is a strong actor. Margot Robbie brings experience, star power, and is a producer too. They want to explore different angles.
As for the sexualization/tone criticisms, folks are reacting to the trailer, which is designed to tease and shock a bit. Trailers often push boundaries more than the final movie. Also, Wuthering Heights has always been a passionate, sometimes brutal story of obsession, social barriers, violence, suffering, not just sweetness. If some scenes are more intense or more erotic, maybe they're tapping into that raw energy.
Regarding period accuracy or style, sure, fans of Bronte love detail, but film is a visual medium. Costume designers, set design, cinematography, all these add layers. If choices feel stylized or non-traditional, that doesn't automatically mean it's bad. What matters? Does it serve mood, theme, emotional truth?
and age, appearance. Many film adaptations cast older actors than books describe. That doesn't always undermine the character, especially if performance, writing, direction make the emotional reality credible. Margot Robbie, for example, has shown range. She's producing too, so it's not just being cast, she's invested in how Catherine is portrayed.
Okay, some of the jokes I saw. Emily Bronte is rising from her grave because they turned Wuthering Heights into 50 Shades of Grey. This has nothing to do with Wuthering Heights. Looks more like a Bodice Ripper or Bridgerton adaptation. Comments saying Heathcliff is not white, or Catherine is not blonde, or Margot Robbie is too old for the Gatsby-style prose or period, or for authenticity.
Here's how we see them. Some of those jokes are funny, sure, but they're oversimplified. They assume that fidelity to every line or description always matters more than emotional tone, atmosphere, or reinterpretation. Others might come from a love of the book, and when something beloved is changed, people react emotionally. That's understandable.
Emerald Fennell is a filmmaker with a vision. Her past work shows she pushes boundaries. Avoiding controversy often means playing safe. This seems like a risk-taking adaptation, which could reveal new dimensions. Margot Robbie is producing, meaning she has both a stake and a voice in how Catherine is shown, so it's not just someone else deciding. The film has high production values, photographies in the Yorkshire Dales, period aesthetic, costume, score by Anthony Willis, songs by Charli. These can enhance mood, immersion. Also, allowing more diverse interpretations of classic works can help bring them to new audiences who might not have read the novel. Innovate. Take creative liberties, but still honor core themes: love, class, obsession, exclusion, environment, the moors, tragic consequences.
So here's the thing. It's okay to critique. It's okay to question whether changes are good or bad. But maybe let's wait till we see the full movie, not just the trailer, photos, or hearsay. Trailers are meant to provoke.
And when you do critique, maybe focus on whether character motivations, emotional arcs, atmosphere, storytelling are working. Not just whether someone's hair is right or skin tone matches exactly what you imagine.
Because if the core of Wuthering Heights, the passion, the pain, the longing, the societal constraints is there, then alternative castings or stylizations can add, not detract. They can bring freshness.
Thanks, Bugs, Daffy, Wile E. I really appreciate you stepping in. Look, all I want is for people to see the film with open minds. Emerald, Jacob, the whole cast and crew have poured a lot into this. If you love the book, I get that some choices feel strange, maybe uncomfortable, but maybe those discomforts can also open up new ways of seeing what Emily Bronte was doing, challenging norms of class, of love, of social exclusion. I hope when Wuthering Heights is out in 2026, you'll judge it on its own terms and maybe be surprised. If you've got thoughts, positive, negative, mixed, drop them in the comments. I'll be reading. Maybe Bugs will even nibble on some carrots in response. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want more behind-the-scenes insight. Thanks for watching, and I hope we can all enjoy Wuthering Heights together.